John Oakes here with HANKSTERS Hot Rods, coming out of our Indiana, PA showroom here, and we're coming at you today with our newest addition to our inventory. This here is a 1969 X11 Camaro. Blue on the outside, got the white hockey stripes on it, the SS style hockey stripes. So as we do with all of our cars, we've got it up on the lift. We're going to go over the underside here and point out what we see here, and then we'll get it down off the rack, and then we'll take you around the outside. So starting here at the back of the car, again, it's just got the stock fuel tank in it. Mounting hardware, the straps, the bolts, those look to be in all good condition on the tank. Got one small little dent on the tank, but that's it. Looks to probably been the factory tank on it, actually. The floors, trunk floor, as I look up in here and take a look at that, it looks to be all solid. No patching here on the trunk floor. We've also got our GM 10-bolt rear end here. From side to side here, we've got mounted brand new 17-inch rocket fuel polished aluminum wheels. And on those wheels, we have brand new Sumitomo HTR Z3 rubber, both front and rear on this car. So again, all brand new wheels and tires on this car. Drum brakes on the back. Multi-leaf rear suspension, again that 10-bolt rear, that's the 8.2-inch ring gear on that also. The shocks look to be in really good shape on this car, fairly new. Your bushings and so forth on the shock eyes and everything, those look to be real good. And I can see emergency brakes back here, all mounted up and hooked up too. Dual exhaust all the way from the long tube headers up front, coming back through, Flowmaster mufflers, tailpipes just as they should be, up over the rear end and out through the rear of the car there. That exhaust looks to be fairly new too, all cleaned up real nice underneath here. All right, now underneath the center of our car, as I said, we can take a look at some other things now. The floors mainly, those look to be all solid, all one piece. I don't really see any patching underneath here. And what I do see underneath here, as far as maybe some of that texture you might see in the camera, that looks to be all factory undercoating. Now the underside of the car has been blown over with some satin black paint, just to keep everything all uniform looking underneath here. But again, floors are in good shape, no patches, factory undercoating. You can still see that on the floors. The exhaust system, again, very nicely done, tucked up in about as good as you can be here. Nice and tight to the drive shaft here, but yet leaving enough clearance for that. The welds and everything look good around the exhaust. The collectors, everything like that, all in good shape. Now the subframe that we can see here, all in good shape, all nice and straight. It's not banged up at all. Your body bushings here, those are in good shape too. They're not all split out or cracked or anything like that. Again, I mentioned it's got the emergency brake cables all hooked up, all the correct hardware, the J-hooks in the frame, everything like that. So those are done up correct. Again, you can see those mufflers again, and those are in good shape. Again, like I said, the whole exhaust looks to be fairly new on this car. You can't see any no corrosion or anything like that on this. Rockers also on this car, those are good and solid, both sides. Very nice, metal underneath here, floors and rockers. Transmission, first off, the cross member here for the transmission, for the tail shaft mount, that's in excellent condition, very straight, no signs of any bumps or bangs or anything with that. That looks to be really good. The transmission itself, that's a Muncie 4-speed. Again, 4-speed transmission, very sought after on these old muscle cars. People like those, seem to anyways, a lot more than the automatic transmissions. Nice orange flywheel here too, and then of course that's all mounted up to your small block Chevy 350 motor. And again, the other thing you see hanging down here are those long tube headers. So again, those just open everything up, make the engine breathe a lot better, so you get a little bit more performance out of it. And finally, now we're underneath the front end here of our 69 X11 Camaro here. Again, we'll just kind of work side to side up front here, show you what we've got. Again, I've already mentioned the wheels and tires on this car, brand new, both wheels and tires. The rocket fuel polished 17-inch wheels, the Sumitomo HTR Z3 rubber mounted on those. It's just inboard of that. We have the disc brakes up front. Again, these are power disc brakes up front, and it looks to be all GM components up here. Now the suspension, all stock, stamped factory steel components. So your lower control arms, upper A arms, again, that's all your stock stamped components. This car does have a front sway bar on it, and your sway bar mounts, your bushings, sway bar end links, those all are in good condition on the car. Ball joints also, those are in good condition. You can see that they're not all covered in grease. They've been taken care of, maintained well, and all cleaned up. Tie rods also, those are in good condition on the car. Other things, springs and shocks, those those are in good condition also. Probably not brand new, but not too old either. So everything on the front end of this car has been going over and checked, and it's in good condition. Front cross member, it's not banged up either. Nice and straight here. I know a lot of times you'll get these cars when they're sitting a little bit low. Sometimes you'll get a little scrapes or a little dinged up, but not on this car. Again, it's been driven well. It's been taken care of well. No bumps or bruises or dings on this front cross member at all. And that's pretty much it. Again, power steering, I did fail to mention that. Power brakes, we did go over that. The other things that we can see underneath the car here, we do have the front air dam here. A lot of guys like those on these cars. It does add to the looks. I think they make it look a lot better there. So we do have that. We've got factory style radiator in there with the shroud that I can see from underneath here. And the frame rails up front in excellent shape. They're all straight. There's no bangs or bruises on that either. So with that, we're pretty much done underneath the car. What we'll do now is get it down off the rack, and we'll do our walk around of the outside, show you the interior, and then open the hood up and show you the power plant as well. All right, now we have our car down off the lift here. Now you get to see just how nice this car is. Very beautiful blue paint on this, very smooth, very shiny paint. Not exactly sure the exact color blue it is, but again, it pops and stands out real nice. So that blue exterior, you got the white SS hockey stripe here on the front end and down the door, tops of the doors and fenders. You got the 350 emblem here also on the front fender, as well as the SS emblem here on the back side of the front fender. We do have the bright wheel lip moldings on this car, both front and back. And then we also have, again, as I mentioned in the other video, we've got brand new wheels and tires, both on this car. They're brand new rocket fuel polished aluminum wheels with Sumitomo HTR Z3 tires. Front tire size is 225/45 ZR17. The back tire size is 235/55 ZR17s. Just so you have that for your knowledge there. Again, all new. You've got the molding here down the rocker panel on the car as well. And then as far as the door fitment, the gaps, the alignment, the elevation, it's all very nice. You can see very uniform top to bottom, front to back, about as nice as you could ask for. We've got both mirrors here, both the driver's side and the passenger side mirror. And then again, we have the bright drip rail molding here too, the whole way around. And that's in excellent condition. There's no dents or dings or any scratches or anything. It's polished up real nicely for us. Let me go ahead and open our door up. I'll take a look on the inside now. As far as our weather stripping goes, weather stripping is all very nice condition here. There's no rips, cracks, or tears out of it. So again, sealing up should not be an issue with this car. Door panels are all in excellent shape. It's got all of the screws along the bottom for holding it down. And then of course it's also got the pop-in clips too that hold it all in there in place. The seats, you see here we've got front bucket seats with the headrests. All factory interior, black vinyl, got the black padded dash up there. The dash pad itself, there's no cracks or tears in it. All very nice condition there. Wood grain steering wheel here. We've got a Hurst shifter in there. It's a 4-speed shifter. And then we have factory instrumentation to the 120 mile an hour speedometer and we have the factory fuel gauge in there. We've got a column mount tack in there, and then we do have a couple aftermarket gauges. We have an aftermarket water temperature, voltmeter, and oil pressure gauge. And then as far as finishing off the inside here, all the seat belts are present, but it does not have the shoulder harness belts up top here. So you've got front seat belts, you got the rear seat belts, and the fronts are retractable seat belts. We'll go ahead and close this up. That door shuts real nice and solid there. Then as we come back, you've got the trim back here, your accent pieces on the rear quarter. Again, those bright wheellet moldings, those new wheels and tires back here, and then that'll bring us to the rear of the car. All right, now we're around the back side here of our 69 Camaro, the RS SS style car. Again, just a few things you can point out right off the bat. Again, this is the look of the RS Camaro back here. You've got the SS emblems up front here. You've got the correct tail lenses here. You can see the trim around those tail lights, and the lens covers themselves are all in excellent shape. Beautiful chrome back bumper here. You've got the trunk spoiler up top here. And then you can also look at that trunk, just how well it fits the whole way around. So your gaps in elevation on that trunk are really nice. Then again, you have the correct RS rear lower valance back here with those correct backup lights cut in back here too. And then you see the tailpipes down below just poking out through the back there. So as far as that goes, that's pretty much it. We'll go ahead and open up the trunk. Take a look inside real quick. Now you see the inside of the trunk lid here, all painted up that same blue as what the exterior of the car is. Your weather stripping around the trunk, that looks to be all new. There's no cracks, no tears, nice soft, not hardened, brittle or anything, so it's all new. Trunk pan is all nice, all one piece, no patches or anything like that in here to speak of. And then we also have a full-size spare tire back here as well, mounted up on a wheel for you there. So we'll go ahead and close the trunk, and then we'll go ahead up the passenger side of the vehicle now, and then we'll finish up front. Okay, now on the passenger side, everything all the same as what we already went over on the driver's side there, so we'll just quickly move up through here. Again, we have those bright wheellet moldings, those polished aluminum wheels and tires, all brand new. You've got the accent pieces back here on the rear quarter panel as well. You've got the bright drip rail molding, again, polished up real nice here. There's no scratches, no dents or dings in that at all. The door, you can see your gaps both on the back side and up front there, very uniform. Elevations are very nice, and you have the trim along the rocker panel as well. We'll go ahead and open up this side now and take a look here. Again, weather stripping is all in good shape. No cracks, no tears, no chunks out of that. So again, in excellent shape there. Even your door jamb U-seals back here on your quarter windows, those are in excellent shape too. Threshold plates, those are nice as well, very nice. Again, the bucket seats, headrest, the dash pad, no cracks or tears there. Just all nice in here. The carpeting, just about as nice as you can ask for too. That looks to be fairly new too. Again, I've already mentioned it's got all the seat belts. So that's really about all to go over there. Let's go ahead and close that. Oh, I do want to point out too, this does have the factory air. We'll see that when we get under the hood, the whole unit underneath there. But it's got the factory air, the factory heat and AC controls with the Astro ventilation. So again, it's got both mirrors, and this one's obviously your passenger side mirror, but it's got the driver side as well. And again, got the SS emblems here on the back side of the fender with the Camaro script emblem. You've got the bright wheellet moldings again, the new wheels and tires, the 350 emblems up here on the front of the fender, and then again that white SS hockey stripe. All the moldings around all the windshields, the rear glass, everything like that, all in excellent shape. Polished up nice, no dents, no dings. So again, you're going to be definitely happy with the quality of everything on the car. So at this time, let's go ahead and come up to the front. And finally, now we're up front here, the front end of our 69 Camaro. This is what you know, really gives it its look that everybody's after. the RS front end there, complete with the hideaway front headlights. Got a very nice blacked out grille here with the SS emblems right in the center. Chrome bumper. Down below you've got the black front air dam, and all of your lenses on your lights, both your parking lights down here and the lenses back behind your grills here, all in excellent shape. Got a 2-inch steel cowl-induction hood, and the fitment on this is really nice. You can look at your gaps the whole way around. Very uniform side to side, front to back the whole way. So we'll go ahead and pop the hood now, and we'll talk a little bit about what's underneath here then. Okay. Now this one here, again, they got it painted up the same as the exterior of the car. That blue looks almost a little black here, but you're getting a reflection from all the black that's underneath the hood here. We've got a small block Chevy 350 motor in this. You've got chrome air cleaner, chrome valve covers. You've got the breathers in the valve covers as well. I said it's got the factory air conditioning unit in here. So you see all your lines run here. Factory compressors right here. So again, that's all in there. X11 car, you'll see in the pictures. We've got a picture of that trim tag there to show you that. Factory style radiator, complete with the fan shroud here. 6-blade clutch fan on that as well to help cool it. Power steering, power brakes, and again those are front disc, rear drums. Mechanical fuel pump, it's got Hedman long tube headers. Excel super stock 8mm plug wires with a stock style distributor, but it does have the MSD high voltage coil back there too to help give it a little bit of more, a little more firepower in there. As far as carburetor goes, we've got an Edelbrock single feed 4-barrel carburetor with an electric choke over here on the side, and then the Edelbrock Performer EPS intake there as well. Other than that, it's a real good running car. So you got a good motor here, good drive line the whole way back through the Muncie M20 transmission, the 10-volt GM rear end. So that's about all to talk of underneath here. We'll go ahead and get this thing fired up for you. Give you a little indication of how it sounds on the video there. So other than that, if you got any questions, anything at all for us, you can give us a phone call or shoot us an email. We'll be glad to answer any questions you have about this and or any other car that we have on our website.